Racing!
Apparently we're having sound issues as well. Let's try that one. See if that one works. How's that? Try that. So it's good now. Alright, so can everyone hear us now? Let's have a look. I can't let's try that one. As long as we can hear game sounds. Alright, so can everyone hear us now? Let's have a look. Oh. Loud and clean. Awesome. Alrighto, let's run with that then, shall we? So, sounds good? Very good. Alright. So, if you guys watched the show last week, it was a bit messy, shall we say? So hopefully the guys will be a bit better behaved tonight. Stinky, is your first cab off the rank? Has we got anything that needs to be cleared up before we go qualifying?
Start rear at grid. He's going to float around and just do a slow lap time for us to start off at the back of the grid. We will be red flagging the race just to do a reset, just to make sure we don't have any tyre glitches or anything GT sport related. Try and do the best we can to make sure it's nice and smooth. But the guys have been pretty competitive in the practice starts. Prusky's been up there with his elbows out as usual, so the racing should be interesting, especially with bad dogs sort of coming from the back.
Absolutely. We must say before we keep going, a great big congratulations to Porsche. Celebrated earlier this week. And a little boy born on Monday or Tuesday, I think it was. So congratulations to him and Mrs. Porsche and the family. Unfortunately, he had something come up late this evening, so he's had to miss the event. So I hope everything's alright, mate. We'll see you for round 6.
And also we've got a birthday boy in the field tonight, young Moff. We call him young Moff. He's celebrating his birthday. So happy birthday to the Moff, team owner extraordinaire, and hopefully he has a good night just to celebrate his birthday.
There he is. So there he is, Moff, and that beautiful Mozambique car. As also informed us earlier on in the week that he might be returning to the scene next season. So he's caught the iRacing, but something's off real iRacing. So wish him all the best, but we'll certainly enjoy his company while we've still got it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, he's going to go and do a bit of sprint car racing, so with a bit of dirt track, so that should be fun.
Awesome. All right. So,
are we ready to rock and roll? Or why not? Why not? Let me just
that beautiful.
Get
Timed
these.
that perfectly. You just rolled into the pits for us as well. All right. So who have we got in the chat tonight? Good evening to Mr. Bumcrack. Good evening to the Muffin Man. Good evening, Danson. Good evening, Wobble. Good evening, Sean, aka Ghost. Hope you're well, mate. Good evening to the Bad Doctor, to Daz, and to Chris, who says happy birthday, Bob. So, a lot of love there for the old man, which is good.
So here we are rolling out on onto the track. Looks like just about everybody that I quickly saw there was running on mediums. You run through the field. Starting on.
Let's just
Let him float.
a couple of things first, and then we will head to the track. Here we go.
No, they'll go. Yeah, they'll go on. They'll go through past the first marker. Yep. Yep.
We'll stick with Moff because it's his birthday today.
He's starting on mediums.
Alright, so first cab off the rank is the Stranger in the complete Angler Bentley car for Team 53.
He's starting on the mediums.
Starting on the mediums. We've got the Bad Doctor, aka Dark Side, for Ragged Edge Racing.
He's changed his mind because he did all his practice on softs and now he switched to the mediums, so maybe he's had a change of heart coming from the back.
Of course he has. We've got the Good Doctor in the TA Systems 911 for Blackline Motorsport.
Also starting on the mediums.
Also had this Supercup this week, so got out of quarantine today, yesterday, and celebrated by Porsche 7 Series paper. So good on the mate. Next up, we've got Killer on the Loose in the green beacon racer for Greenless Racing.
Starting on medium tyres.
Next up, we've got Mr. Magnet in the Autodrome Porsche for Lucky's Lawn Racing.
Also starting on mediums.
D6, we've got the Millennium. Oh, they're all coming in now. You guys are all coming in with soft side. So we've got the Millennium 6, the D'Angelo car for CJ Sports.
So it looks like, is anyone staying out? So this looks like Excalibur's going to go around, even though he's on the mediums as well. The bad.
We've got Excalibur there in the Revolution Race Gear car for Death Grip Racing. Excalibur also has decided he's not going to join us this season, but is very keen to keep the Death Grip Racing team with us in Super 1. So to go to iRacing as well, so best to Excalibur as well.
So we finished off with the Malevolent one as we went into the pits as they come back out. He's obviously changed over the softs, and then Frisky's the next in the queue in that beautiful looking Porsche there, and the multicolour done by the Good Doc.
So there he is, Mr. Whitehips, very confident.
Yep, yeah, he'll do all right.
But next up, the Crazy One in the Gamespin car for Deeds Racing.
Different paint job tonight, I think, by the looks of it. Young Shansky's been busy during the week. Yeah. Hello to Shansky if he's listening.
He's done a couple actually. And guys were aware, yes, he was in Supercup, but he's dropped down the group to challenge class. Next up, in the slow car for Second Motorsports is a new driver by the name of Paddy Pops, I do believe it is.
Paddy Pops, yeah, no, he's good mates with a few other drivers, Gur and with Evil Evo and the Stranger, all good mates from the Queensland, and yeah, his first run tonight, so he'll be a bit nervy and looking to have a good run. Was talking to him last night. He's just here to have a bit of fun, and he's looking forward to it.
Of course, he's filling in for Flatstick, who unfortunately was had to withdraw with hand injury. We've got the Brave and the Chill-Out Systems car for racing cars like Legends. And rounding out the field is Filthy Tracks Excavations for Black White Motorsport. So we're back up the front. The Dark Side started 2:11.3 for his first flight.
Yeah. He's got to start off the back tonight, so he's just doing us a favour by not setting a competitive time so we can set the grid a bit faster.
Yeah, so we've got the Stranger. He'll be the first one to set a proper time, shall we say. So we'll keep an eye on him. Did have a track number that I've missed that. So this is the complex before NASCAR.
Was that turn 4, turn 5, or what do we call it?
Yeah. We'll get a shot we can, it's back, it's okay. Alright, down the hill now into NASCAR. It's the only name on this track we know.
We know NASCAR.
Yeah, we know NASCAR. We're very fond of NASCAR.
In a car that's painted by NASCAR for a team that's run by NASCAR.
Yeah, he's done well there. I'm surprised his 1953 battles up next to the Total Laws runs, to be honest. Alright, so what's that? Sector.
Just gone through Sector 3.
Sector 3 now into Sector 4.
Yep.
It's just come through Corner Cape. And the last one on the track is the Corsair.
Tricky one, you can take. Yeah, you can take that lot of curve there and let it run nice and wide and keep it nailed to the checkered flag and to the line and see what he comes up with. 5.6.
It's not a bad time to start off with. So Killer's next.
Killer's coming through. A few guys with a good toe there.
Yeah. Risky up to second. Magnet fourth. The Brev to third. That's a great time from the Brev. 56.1, I believe. There he is.
56.1, yep.
Yeah, Malevolent won a P5. Filthy up to P6. How's that for a first step for the big man?
He's again, he's in a bunch of 3 there, so he'll want to get out of that. I think he'll try and go a bit faster, but yep. And,
next up, we've got the crazy one, P7. Paddy Pops' first flying lap in second one was landed on 8th. So, yeah,
absolutely. So will the Stranger. So will the Stranger be happy. He said it the first time, and no one's picked it on the first time around. So that'll be interesting. So everyone's going to be racing back to the pits now because time is of the essence. So everyone's burning as much fuel as they can to get back to the pits for another fresh set of boots. And see if they can get out again or they're just going to go around again. So it'll be interesting to sort of see whether they can make it. No, they probably won't. So they'll just have to try and press on.
So we've got Scallop down the 12th, the Good Dogs from 10th. Of course, still recovering from this massive off. We've got them off down at 13. Hopefully these guys will see a good lap this time. Otherwise they'll have to go around and try again.
Moff, I think Moff's got caught up on his first lap, so he's still got pretty good tyres. Stranger couldn't go any faster, he was 2 tenths slower than his first lap.
He's just finding some room. It's not a bad lap from the Stranger, is it?
Yeah, well, it could be. 4.5 tenths, nearly 5 tenths faster than the rest of the field.
Brisky's on his last flyer now. He's stuck in traffic, so we don't like that very much. P2 though. The guys here just running off into the grass. Ooh, bit of a tap there. I want a bit of a get out of the way. So have a look and see. I don't think you'll be quicker. We'll have a look.
Yeah, most of the guys now, the tyre wear's just starting to kick in, so a lot of the guys, if they haven't given up, I think they're sort of resigning themselves that they've already put their best foot forward, and it is what it is.
So the stranger's going to pull one out here for T53.
Certainly looks like it, and not just by a little bit either, by nearly 5 tenths, nearly half a second.
Yeah, he's done well.
He'll be wrapped.
10-minute qualifying, though, no time to muck around. It's a pretty long lap around here. It's 2 minutes. So.
Well, starting on the medium, you waste a lap too, getting back onto the softs.
He's down, so he might. I don't think he'll get a chance to go around again. No, definitely not. So the stranger's going to end up on pole there.
Yeah, I can't see anybody on a flyer that's going to challenge it.
He's going to wind up second. He'll be stoked with that. That'll be a great little battle with the turn one, won't it?
Be very interesting, but elbows out. Brisky got some really good flyers off the line in the test starts too, so he'll be reasonably confident that he can launch it off the line if he can get his throttle percentage right, like he did in practice. He'll be hoping to get to T1 first.
All right, so Debris will come over. Oh no, Excalibur's just shot up to second. Where did that come from? Wow! Wow! Well, he'll be celebrating already. He'll have half a can done already after that.
He's with the good dog, so I don't know whether he got a bit of a toe off the dog or what, but he'd be wrapped with that.
So
Nice.
the leveler one's going to finish up 6th. The Moss jumped up to 7th. Oh, nice work from the Moss on his birthday. So 5th he'll start 8th. The crazy one at 9th. Killer on the loose 10th. Just the rest of the rest, so we'll just hang about for a second.
Yeah, we're going to just red flag this. Yeah, just to make sure that we try and minimise the chance of any Gran Turismo issues.
So Petey Pops is qualified 11th. Good dog 12th. And of course the Mad Dog down there at 13th. So how are we going in Supercup, mate, Karen?
Well, we've got a bit of drama. So we've just run our final test start. I tell you what, there's a few dark horses for this race, especially. Of course, the big man with the pace at the moment is V8, but Maggiore has never, ever been kind to the man from leading the Ragged Edge crew. He's unfortunately finished no higher than 11th in his last 3 starts here. He does have the pace, but you'll have to keep it all together. But like I said, there's some real dark horses. Race Fan especially is the big one. His pace has been phenomenal heading into tonight's event. And also we've got a new driver in the Supercup D field that you're going to have to keep your eyes on, because he may have started 12th in our last practice start, but he ended up finishing 4th.
Jeez, that's a good.
Oh,
that's a good effort.
Yeah, he's very, very fast. And last but not least, Pruski will be a happy lad because the Obsession boys, Ricky and Berry, both up there.
Awesome. I'll be happy to hear that.
Oh, yeah. And just checking out the chat as well. Hi, Ghost says Big Gun's doing Ragged Edge racing things. Good morning, everyone from D-Flow as well. Captain Muffin's in the chat. Good evening, everybody. Make sure you also smash that like button. Don't forget to sub and hit the notification bells as well. Don't miss a bit of the action that we've got here at Sector 1 Sim Racing. Also, from my end, congratulations, Womble, on your new safe arrival, of course. Young Finn. Absolutely beautiful boy. And he said his first word last night, apparently the word Og.
Yeah. Come on, Womble.
So yeah, he's quite proud of that moment. And happy birthday to the Moff as well. One of our most beloved people here at Sector 1 Sim Racing. He's been here since the start. Legend of the series. So happy and easy to get along with. So yeah, happy birthday, Moff.
And don't forget, if you're after a home loan, go and see the team at Aussie Hampton. They'll be able to help you out. Tell them Jamal and Karen and Stickers sent you. They'll look after you even better. While we're in the chat, while we've got a little break here as well, our formerly very own Sean Ghostwaller, he is participating in a 12-hour Bathurst Enduro this weekend or next weekend, I think it is. So if you haven't already, go and give him a follow on Facebook. He's putting updates there, so I'm sure he'll throw something up to link to a stream, or whether he's going to stream it or not himself. So good luck, mate. Whenever.
Good luck, Sean. Give him a hell, mate.
Yeah, driving I believe he's in a McLaren too. So.
Oh God. Well, knowing the history between Ragged Edge and McLarens, that's not a good thing. Last I heard, they burnt the 720S chassis at the top of McPhillamy Park a few seasons ago.
I believe he qualified the car as well. So had his big boy pants on for that one. I think he did quite well too from memory. So hopefully it all goes well for you, mate.
Yeah, we'll tune in for sure. Make sure. Get right behind him. Oh, I'll tell you what, that qualifying was a spicy little meatball as well. And man of the match there has to go to Excalibur as well, P2.
Yeah, that was a great time.
Phenomenal effort.
At the end, yeah, he did well.
Yeah, he's had a couple of rounds where he's just struggled a little bit, but yeah, that qualifying, he's definitely gotten on it. So he's looking very much in touch. Can't wait to see how his race pace is. And knowing Group B, there's a lot of action, a lot of drama out there. Hopefully he has a very, very clean race, just pushes hard, gets a big result for Death Grip Racing.
And just on the side note there, I believe the name Aaron was the front runner for Wobble's new arrival as well. A very last minute change from Mrs. Wobble, so probably for the best as well.
That would have been kicking and screaming on the entry into turn 1.
Yeah. Sorry, Wobble, I had to do it.
Oh God. We're lighthearted here at Sector 1. Anyway, I think who's going to be the top 3, I reckon. Guys in chat, do you want to fire your opinions in on who's going to finish the podium out? Because, yeah, there's a few drivers there to pick from.
Everybody's leaving, Stickers. Oh dear. Alright, so more GT Sport technical drivers. You gotta love it.
Yeah, we can blame the Northern Lakes of Lago Maggiore for that. Of course, like an old Alpha 75, they just don't want to work with us, unfortunately. But we'll get back online, guys. Hang tight with us. You're at Sector 1, of course. I'll tell you what, though, just looking at the quality results as well, great job by Debrev to be P4.
Yeah, nice week from Debrev.
Yeah, strong result. And I think the big surprise is Good Doctor in P12.
Oh, you know, he's still recovering.
Yeah.
And he did have to wash a Land Cruiser yesterday, so that would have taken a lot out of him as well. So.
Yeah, so we're going to have to spray the interior with Glen 20.
Yeah, I think he's doing double duty tonight as well, I believe. So, again, he's been on fire this season. He's done a lot of laps.
Yep. So just looking at the comment section here, Prusky, Bad Doc, and the Stranger from Dadson. Hi Dadson, hope you're well, mate. Stranger, White Hips, and the Bad Doc from Ghost. Carbon Boy saying GT Sport doing GT Sport things. Well, of course, we've only got I think we've only got about 3 weeks until the arrival of Gran Turismo 7, which is going to be very interesting. Looking forward to some of the cars.
I'll reserve judgment until I've seen it, I think.
Yeah, one of the big things as well in GT7 that we're seeing is the addition of wide-body kits to road cars, and the fact they've actually come out and said there's going to be thousands of parts, which makes me hope that a lot of these cars will have wide bodies, which opens up the realm of possibility for what we are able to do here at Sector 1, of course. I'm looking very, very forward to making a couple of liveries. There's going to be a couple of old-school liveries there and some new stuff, and it's Yeah, looking very, very peachy, but like you said, Jim Bob, we've got to reserve judgment until it comes out. We don't know what, of course, is the final car list. We don't know the final track list. Hopefully, Silverstone might make an appearance in some way, shape or form. It'd be great to see Silverstone back. Of course, you'll see a lot of the Gran Turismo sport tracks, such as our own Lago Maggiore. You'll see St. Croix, Dragon Trail, Seaside's coming back. A couple of the dirt tracks as well, so Fisherman's Bend, those sort of things. But we'll wait and see what else is on the other side. And mind you, there are some big, big tracks on the way, including the return of two massive old favourites in Deep Forest. And, of course, the High Speed Ring, the one we all remember most from Gran Turismo 1, making a comeback as well. Womble in the comments saying Killer and Deleuze into P1 to 13 tonight. Of course.
Yeah, I like that Womble. That's good odds, mate. Daz is throwing in Womble, Stranger, and a Bad Dog for the podium.
Ooh.
I do believe somebody threw in a driver of the day for Womble earlier as well. So.
Yep.
Not too sure who that was, but.
The likelihood of that happening is the likelihood of Derek Lewis winning against Tai Tuivasa, as we know in USA Today. Spoilers only, sorry.
Alright, so we're just waiting for the sticker man to come back. We've lost him from the box for some reason.
Seems like he's... Yeah, ooh. Ooh, dearie me. So it looks like we've lost... well, the lights are out, so that might be half a reason why. Oh, there we go.
There we go, we're back on again. Alright, so there with us, guys. For those that don't know, Stickers is actually from Western Australia, so that could with the quarantine going on there, the power obviously left and had to get an excuse to come back in. So
quarantine had to do 14 days.
Yeah, absolutely.
The power. Kazi has said, g'day lads and ladies. G'day Kazi, how are you, mate? Good luck tonight. And the whole field wins.
Not tonight, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but just give it some B triggers, mate. You'll be right.
You'll get half points for disconnecting and finishing 14th, so you'll get about 6 points each. How's that sound?
We'll see how we go though. I reckon tonight, personally, I think the person I'm looking forward to seeing race tonight would probably be, there's 3 or 4 big names that I would like to say, but I can't wait to see how Excalibur does after that quality tonight. That will give him a lot of confidence.
He is just going to 100% send it all the way into turn 1. He's not going to worry about who's there and who's not.
No, and that's the thing. He's one of those hard-nosed racers that really likes to throw it in the deep end. He's not afraid of a challenge. He's going to really give it his all, as we've just heard the door open in the comms box here. It looks like Stickers has come back in.
Sorry guys, we had a bit of a malfunction there, and yep, I was in the dark.
Did you have to do a COVID test?
Yeah, no, I passed that before I've scanned my barcode and let me back in. So sorry guys, give me 5 and we'll get the guys back in the lobby, and then we can set the grid again.
Yes, well, I didn't actually see it, but I did see the score. Muffin Man, it was 16-10 in the end. I dare say it was an absolute brutal match. I believe it was in the rain as well. So it would have been a great watch.
Ghost comment, power is 3 hours behind. Oh, jeez. That's a good one. So, Stickers, we've just also been talking about the top 3 and who's our driver to watch as well. Any thoughts as to who you think is going to really stand up tonight in the race?
His power's probably gone out again.
Oh, no.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
yep.
Sorry, you with me now?
Yeah.
I reckon Bad Doc will be the one to watch from the back. I mean, all well and good, no disrespect to any of the guys in this field, but he's he should be a class above these guys in normal pace. So he'll. I'll be the one. I'll be on bad dock watch from the back anyway to see how he goes.
Just looking at
akin to a USVC fight. Wow, I might have to go back and try and catch up on that and give it a watch.
Yeah, no. There were a few UFC fights today, and of course, Western Sydney local Tai Tuivasa against Derek Lewis, and it ended up being a fantastic fight. Back against the wall, as all Aussies do, fought back hard and claimed the win. And of course, I won't spoil the results of Adesanya versus Whittaker for those who haven't watched it yet. All I can say is that was a fantastic fight as well. At one stage, you couldn't tell who was going to win. And just checking out the points as well. Tell you what, there's going to be a few teams looking at a big result tonight. With Bad Doctor starting at the back of the grid, Ragged Edge could very well have one hand on the team's championship for tonight. They are a fair way ahead at this point, and they have fired 3 of their 4 bullets for this round. It's Ragged Edge going, I think about east. Just double checking my maths here. Don't trust Deed's maths, guys. We're never right. So Ragged Edge at the moment are 14 points behind your mob stickers at Lightning. However, with that Bad Doctor to run, they pretty much will go past. And then in P3 at the moment for the team's title, we've got Dadson Racing. So big turn up for the books for Dadson's crew this season. They're looking very strong indeed, led by the very, very fast Kiwi Raikkonen, of course. And P4, we've got Deeds Racing. Despite the fact I finished last twice. P5, Lucky's Lawn Care, Aussie Hampton Racing, also up and about this season in P6. Then we got your mob, Jim Bob at CJ Esports with 2 bullets in the gun tonight.
Yeah.
How you feeling, mate?
Quietly confident. DJ was on holiday last week, which is why he couldn't do the Group A race last week. But hopefully he's got a bit of a spring in his step after having a nice relaxing holiday out in Queensland. So, and then the level of one's looking to carry on this strong performance last round 2. Started P6 on the good today, so hopefully he can make up a few spots. We've got a couple of little strategies options tonight as well, depending on where he is in the field. So it should be good for a good result.
Yep.
All right. And, believe it or not, we're almost ready to rock and roll here, guys.
Yay!
All right, let's end it before it goes again.
Ladies and gentlemen, just watching this race 3 hours behind, we're about to start.
Let's just cross our fingers that that doesn't happen again.
All right, guys. I'm going to jump out to the pit lane. Good luck and
thanks for filling in, buddy.
No worries. I'll be cheering on from the Aussie Hampton Garage for the moment. So I'll see you down there.
All right. 13 Porsche 911s at the beautiful Italian track Lago Maggiore. There's a stranger off the pole. Let's see if we can get some lights here. Go 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are racing. So the Brent gets a good start.
Stranger got a great start. It's all a bit tight in the turn 1 on the inside.
Lost a couple of spots.
Yeah, he didn't get away well. So we're going to try and squeeze through here. We all made it. A little bit squirmy, but I think we've all made it.
So it's a stranger with wide hips and managed and right behind him was ahead into turn 3. Just kind of runs a little bit wide. Yeah, there he's the first spot, so he's lost a couple of spots early. 11 line all over him for the drive. No, keeps on toe.
Teammates down the back and the Good Doc and Filthy just tripped over each other a bit, and Good Doc's already up to P8 halfway through lap 1.
So he's got a Bad Doc right behind him as well. Oh, 80 pops. Oh, we got a big off.
Yep, got a bit late. He's still going. He's managed to pull it all back together, and Kazi's had a bad one too.
Kazi's just straight into it.
Yeah, he's only just getting back on the track now, so not a good start from those two. The long race, so
Killer's got a penalty as well, so we're back up the front. Australia's got half a second on Brewer.
Oh, he's run a bit wide. Yep, he's managed to gather it up. Yep. The pressure of leading the race is always a bit different to the pressure of being in the pack. The pressure of leading the race, you've got no one in front of you to judge your braking on, you've got nothing around you, it's just you. And some people can handle that pressure and some people can't. So, and Prousty will pile it on too, so you see how the stranger goes.
Alright, so we've got Maggie down there at 4th and 3rd, and Scallop's made his way back up to 4th. Got the ride out of that. Recovery there. Rev in P5. Off's up to P6, that's a great start for the off. There's the end of the car.
Birthday boy, be happy with that? Good start?
Absolutely. The Wendell one down at P7, the good dock at P8.
And he's still holding bad Doc up, he's still got him behind him.
They'll be on the radio from up the front too.
Good Doc's just driving the line. He's not making it easy for him, but he's not blocking. But he's certainly not going to give him an easy pass through.
Of course, Good Doc is also the team owner at Black Light Motorsport.
I can also confirm that there was no money changed hands between Lightning Motorsport and Black Light Motorsport before the race.
He's going to get him out of this car.
Yeah, Good Doc didn't fight that too much. Oh, a bit of a... Gave him a bit of... Yeah, just a bit of a... See you later. Thanks for coming.
Just remember you were stuck behind me for a lap, sunshine. Alright, so
the bad dog's
managed
up
to
there.
get in front of the stranger. His Scullen's
Oh.
gotten around him as well.
Oh, we've missed it. So, like I said, the pressure might have got to it.
See if we can get it. I reckon he's run wide coming up the hill at his pit there. Just run wide
So
on the
now-
grass.
Mr. Whitehips in the lead. What could possibly go wrong from here?
And his Scullen is in second, so the
Oh,
book's pretty big.
Around the outside.
Oh, gee whiz.
Good try. Good effort. Nearly pulled it off.
This is going to get spicy real quick, I think.
Well, where's Womble would we need him? Because to chuck him in the middle of that, it'd be a perfect storm.
Fantastic. Megan runs a little wide. He's putting into improvements at this too. He's looking on, going, just keep going, latest.
So looking back at the pack,
Off you go, down the back.
yeah, he's Bad Doc's pulling in the Malevolent one and the Moth hand over fist at the moment, so he's just about to latch onto the back of the Moth and see how much resistance the Moth puts up. Going down to NASCAR here, he might just have a bit of a lunge.
Scullen's having a look. He's having a big look. Might have been a little touch there, half a little corner. Scullen was right underneath the rear wing of that Taylor cask. Porsche. Stranger's not out of this yet either.
No, he just needs to just hang where he is for the moment. After leading the first couple of laps, he's made a mistake, but if he just hangs in there now and just gets into his groove, don't panic.
What was flooring the sofa?
I bet he is. He's wishing he was there.
So the top five is broken away a little bit now. It's settled down a little bit.
Yeah. Malevolent One's got looking at the best part of 1.2 seconds, so he's lost the toe, which is the hard part around here. If you lose the toe, it makes it really hard to catch it back up, unless the front guys start to argue over a bit of track position, and then that can get you back in the game, which is entirely possible. Meanwhile, Bad Dog's got hold of Moff, so he sets after your man, the malevolent one.
Alright, so Brill's managed to get himself a little bit of a gap here. 18's back to Excalibur.
He needs to make the most of this. Always gone a bit hard into that corner, but if you can keep this gap at 7/10 or less, or 7/10 or more, where it'll break the toe and can't get half a chance of escaping. But it all depends on whether these guys behind him want to work together for a little bit to catch it back up, which they're starting to do now. He's starting to put some time at his back in the toe, and so Excalibur's going to be right on him by the time they head into NASCAR.
Yeah, the Australia Magnet got a stranger
Oh, here we go. Will he go for a dive? No, Whiskey's pretty late on the brakes.
Yeah, those brake discs on the front are going pretty good.
He's wearing those APs, APs I think on these ones.
Yeah.
AP brakes. Let's get them to see him. So next passing opportunity if he wants to is into the right hander here, but he's probably not close enough.
Right this time. He's still pulling a little gap back to Magnet in third too.
Yeah, poor old stranger, he's sliding back down another spot, back into fourth, and he's got the Breville hounding him.
Also, Bad Dog Breville wants a good jumpy there. Bad Dog gets around him.
And the little one's lagging a bit. Lagging a lot.
Yes, there he is. He might go. Oh, Excalibur gets Frisky on the back. He's tapping the rear there in turn two.
So already Prusky's using those medium tyres a lot harder than Excalibur behind him. So Excalibur plays the game right here. He's going to probably have a run anyway. It looks no. So Prusky's working that car hard to keep him behind him. He's already showing some excess wear on those medium tyres.
Yeah, you can see it. He's sort of trying to get his square exits up and running already, and it's only lap 5.
So look who's coming on the back and tail of this lead, or this second pack here. It just happens to be one of the Bad Doctor.
See that?
So he's already reeled these guys in.
So he'll have a big look at Brev here at the NASCAR. Quite this time. Ooh, Stranger.
Yeah, that's going to cost him.
Yeah, cost him.
Bad Doctor might stick a nose up in here. Brev gives him a bit of a room.
Brev too.
So Bad Doc's well and truly on the way to set the fastest lap of the race so far. He was 2/10 purple and just going past sector 3. So as long as he doesn't get held up too much, I reckon he'll go fastest on the track this time around.
Close enough for it this time. Bad Dog's giving the Stranger the big hurry up. Oh, Magnet sideways out of there as well. The Good Doctor, I think, having a nice little battle down there.
They are. The Good Dog stuck his nose in a couple of times, and the Moff says, not this time, young man, get in the line. And has fought him off so far, but the two Black Lot Motorsports guys running nose to tail in 8th and 9th.
So the Strangers looks like he's still got a look at Magnet now. The Bad Dog's still right behind them. He might get both of them down here.
Yeah, if they want to argue. Absolutely. You get 2 for the price of 1 here if he wants. Depends how defensive everyone goes.
It's the fastest lap of the previous one too, on the 52nd one as well.
Here he goes up the inside of Stranger. Nice indeed. Well done. Yep. Great pass.
Oh, the Skeleton's
Nice.
got around Brisky. See if we can get that. Oh, and he did it in NASCAR. Wow.
Well, Brisky, like I say, is working his tyres a lot harder than and using more fuel than Excalibur. So, especially his front tyres, he's pushing pretty hard into these corners, and the fronts are washing out. It's the understeer is cooking the front tyres a bit, and I think he's just starting to see the effects of that in the car's performance. He's battling to turn the car in.
So that puts Excalibur. Excalibur's almost out to 8 tenths of a second already. The Mad Dog has a look at Maggie for third.
Easy. Yep.
This is a great little battle here. What's that? 4 through 6.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, Moss going to join, looking like he might want to join the party soon as well. He's not that too far back off the back of that pack, so here they're all sort of coming together at the end of this first stint. So we're lap 7 now, so we've probably still got another 3 or 4 laps on these medians before they're looking to get rid of those and chuck the softs on, top the tank up, set the sail for home.
Yeah, this is a great show from Excalibur this week. We haven't seen him much closer to the front for a while. Wobble will be absolutely spewing and Excalibur, to be fair to him, he's driving away from Presky as well. He's gaps out to 12.4 seconds.
Yep, he has, and the good dog's pulling him in about the same rate as well. So, the bad dog, he's pulling in about the same rate. So, again, the bad dog's done really well. He's hardly used any of his tyre any more than anyone around him, and he's still come from the back of the pack. So, he's looked after his car on the way through.
Yeah, nice drive from the bad dog.
The two.
It's a teeny battle here for six with the
The World Championship on for 8 between Filthy and the Good Dog as well. It's gone down to the wire. Good Dog went a bit wide that time. Only just hang on to that. Malevolent one might have a bit of a run on him here.
Yes, get in there, son, get him.
Will he stick the nose in? Oh,
He's going to.
Oh, look at it. Is he? He's stuck it in. Good Dog's held it around the outside. That's the good part about this track. You can, if you can hang around the outside there, you can hang on to the position. So
the little one looks like he's fixed his little ECU drums. Well, pipes into the chat, for God's sake, bro, I don't understand. I don't think he's got an answer for him at the moment.
no.
He's just absolutely driving away from the field here. It's not a red and blue car you're looking at, it's a yellow one.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of red and blue in his revision mirror now because the bad dog's climbing all over the back of him. So
Bad dog can waste no time getting around.
it'll be interesting to see if he's not going to defend too much by the looks of it. He's going to let him go.
I'd be surprised to see a little bit of a Fabian there as he went past as well.
Didn't see an indicator. So I gave him a bit of a nudge on the way out just to keep him going.
Yeah, just the same thing you said.
Yep.
Stranger's down at fourth in my show from the Stranger. He started on the pole there. Still fair, he's got 2 seconds back to back, 2.7 seconds back to back on the fourth second.
And like I said, the Moth was coming and he's joined the back of this crew as well. So
So this is going to turn into a 6-car battle for, what's that, 7s. Well, it'll be an 8-car battle for 5th place, really, won't it, soon? Moss looking racy tonight as well. Must have had a good birthday lunch at the powerhouse on today.
back up the front, the The Bad Dog's got just about in the tow range, slipstream range of Excalibur, so it'll be interesting to sort of see right now. We're coming up to we're on lap 9, 3 minutes shy of halfway distance, so people will be thinking about when they're going to pit. Are they going to change their strategy about now? Is it worthwhile going early and go for an undercut and see if you can hang on? All those things are running through everyone's mind.
I think it's fair to say nobody's going to be trying to stop tonight.
No.
A couple tried last week and
No, too long. Even a tyre only change is a good 15 seconds in and out of the pits, and you've got to make that up and then some. So it's it won't stop all the way. So it's just looking after your tyres the best you can. And the guys that are doing that are the guys that are prospering at the front. It's clear on the loose is sort of on his lonesome back in 11th. So, yep. PD Pops on his debut is cutting some laps, and he's in 12th, and Kazi's had a shocker of his first lap. He's in 13th.
80 and a bit of an altercation on lap 1, so
yeah. Took a while for Kazi to get back on the track and get going too, so it must have been a pity. I'd say you had a fair bit of damage.
Alright, so back up the front, I think. I'll go around one more time.
So looking at just
to rescue there too. Just quiet.
yeah, like I say, Brewski's tyres are well and truly a lot more shot than anybody else. Like a good 25% more shots. The guys that are around him are 25% gone. He's heading towards 50.
Wow.
So he's worked that car hard. And fuel-wise, Excalibur is a little bit worse off than Bad Dog right behind him. Bad Dog's only used half a tank and get to back up to second. And Excalibur's used, he's got 2/3 of the tank guy. So just about 10, 20, 15% less. So he's looking good, Bad Dog, as we suspected. He'll go in with a fuel advantage to the guys around him, and I'm saying he won't see which way he went.
No, I don't think I will. Once he puts a soft tyre on, no traffic around him, I think it'll be curtains.
So Bruce is going to ride on fuel. He's going to defend.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Why not?
Absolutely. You can have it, but you've got it after you've earned it. And
Cullen cuts his grass big time there. Might give him a voice for that. Yes, he does. Oh no, he's got a half-second penalty.
oh,
So
That's,
that's a gift for the Ragged Edge boys.
that's the end of that. Unfortunately, half a second. By the time he slows down and burns that on the main straight, he's going to be the best part of the second lap. No, you got to burn
There he
it.
goes. So heavy filthy with himself with that.
Yeah.
He'll be putting a couple of holes in the floor on that Porsche for sure. So the strangers
So-
at Magnet's in. 11 on 1's in.
Magnus done a great job fuel saving compared to these guys.
Fantastic fuel savings.
He'll be looking to maximise that on the way up.
Alright, so wow, the Bad Dog's out to 1.7 seconds already.
Yeah. Well, he's got a better car under him as well. More fuel, better tyres, so he's got a better car. But yeah, the only chance that Excalibur had was to make himself a bit wide for a few laps and try and hold him up to the pit stops. But he was going to jump him in the pits with fuel anyway. So as expected, Bad Dog's ended up the front where we expected him to be.
I mean, yeah, I thought it might have taken as long as what it did. I thought we've had to get quite aggressive for the most part. I think it was stress-free quality.
So a few of the guys are sort of strung out a little bit now, waiting for this pit stop. Everyone's almost got an even 1 second sort of gap between a lot of the guys up to about 8th. So everyone's just treading water and trying to get to the changeover point where we can chuck some softs on, because these mediums are looking pretty second-hand right about now. Bad Dog's last lap time was even down to the 59, so he's dropped a good second and a half off his best lap time, so the mediums are starting to struggle.
So the stranger
don't come in.
Stranger's the first man out in 9th spot. He's got 2 seconds, 2.2 seconds back to back to 10th as well.
He's put a fair bit more fuel in than Magnet as well, so he's put probably about 10% more fuel in than Magnet, so he's fueled up for the end. So here we go. Here they come in now.
So the Bad Dog put it again, did he?
He did.
And Filthy went around again as well.
Killer and Loose. So yeah, the bulk of them have come in. So it's about where most of the guys come in last week, about end of lap 11.
So Priestley's come out in front of Magnet. Magnet's trying to get rid of him the hard way, as opposed to just going around, going around. The regular one's come out in front of the Brev too. So he's made a spot or 2 there. Excalibur's come out in 9th. And the Moss come out 10th. What happened to Excalibur? It shouldn't be that far down, surely.
Just check his fuel and see if he maybe overfueled.
I like the fan club, I don't know.
Yeah, Excalibur put a fair bit of fuel, and he's put over 3/4 of the tank in, so I think he's missed his fuel number a bit there, and it's cost him out back out the track, because it's for sure, because most of the guys are a good 1/4 of a tank less than what he is. So, in all this excitement of being up the front, he may have stuffed up his fuel numbers.
Alright, so
Bad Dog's in. Filthy be coming in, I would have thought.
no, Filthy stayed out.
No,
Here he
he's
comes.
going
Here
in.
he comes. And Killer on the leash again as well.
Yep.
Tell you what, these guys have got a fair amount of fuel left in them too.
So the Strangers come out this better than most, so has, let me have a look, he's, if anything, yeah, the Stranger's done really well at this.
So Excalibur's got way too much fuel, and so that's pulled him out. And he's got 3.5 seconds back to Brewski. So that's a great result from the Stranger. He was P4 before the race.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what else could have happened there, because he's, compared to, he's actually put more fuel in than the Pruski behind him. So anyway, he's done well. So he's a good, 3 seconds clear. So keep his head down. He's got the podium wrapped up here, which he deserves after his pole position, I reckon.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got Magnet down to 4th, and the Molecular one's found its way up to 5th spot after the pit stops too. So it's a great job in the pits from the CJ Sports team.
There's some wildly different fuel numbers went in that pit stop, something up to, like I always say, almost 1/4 of a tank difference between some of the guys. So it'll be interesting to sort of see how we go towards the last couple of laps, where there might be some fuel mapping adjusting going on, and some short shifting, and
Oh yeah.
just to make it sure. It'll be interesting because there's some wildly different numbers there. So we'll see.
So we've got the Battle of the Powers on screen at the moment. Junior is currently running second by just under 18th of a second. I hear saying to be on the phone saying make sure that doesn't last too long, so
I think if you're saying single out of that, I'm trying to go back up the front.
Oh, Filthy. Big lock up there. Saw that, it's in. Get it again. anxious, a little bit keen.
The stranger has also managed to set the fastest lap of the race so far, which is another feather in his cap. So we'll have to keep an eye on Bad Doc on this lap and see how he's looking heading into the first sector. He's 3.5 tenths purple in the first sector alone. So I think the good doc is no way sunshine. I think I'll erase that one fairly quickly.
Yeah. Be surprised if we see a 54.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
This is going to be the next one anyway.
Keep an eye on his next sector lap. Coming down the.
13 minutes ago, we'll go for a quick run through the field. So Supercup leading the way by 3.5 seconds with the stranger in second, who now has 5 seconds to Whiteham's third, who's coming on the big riches from Magnum in fourth. As the defence is coming back. Number 11 and 1, P5. For CJ's points, who is currently getting caught by the bridge for West Cars on Legends. We've got Excalibur in 7th. And I think it was 7 also because he's down a little bit 3 seconds off the back of Excalibur in 8th spot. We've got Filthy in 9th, or Blacklight. Followed by the Big Dog in 10th. So the Big Dog's having a good shot as well. It's a bit loose on that. Through there, and then we've got Killer in 11th spot in the Green Beacon machine. Crazy one has managed to get around Petey Boots as well. The games of the car and that. It's a good looking car, that CP1. Snow on the side, I believe they do car care products. Someone will correct me, I'm sure, if I'm wrong. Head back up the front now.
So I suspected 55 almost flat for a fastest up the race so far, and a best part of 4 second plus lead. He's cruising home.
So we're going to take a look at Magnet here. He's looking all the push in the wheel on what's the first key? It's the curve Alpha.
Tyre and fuel between these two are just about exactly the same. If anything, surprise, surprise, Pruski's got a little bit better tyres. Even though he's doing a bit of defending and a bit of late braking to try and keep Magna behind him, he's actually they're almost identical on fuel, and he's got a slightly bit of tyres. So this will be on for the end. Between these two.
He's managed to pull that gap right back out to nearly a second as well.
The level that one's done well to get up to 5th. He's because he was way down there for a while, so he's done well to fight back. Although he has used a fair bit of tyre compared to the rev behind him. Fuel-wise, there is probably 10% less as well. So he'll be. I think he would have pitted a lap earlier, and he's looking to hang on. So he's gone in to get the track position, and now he's just going to pedal for all his worth and try and hang on.
Hopefully he can make that CJ Sports car fairly wide for 10 minutes. His car was catching up to these guys too, he's quiet.
Yep.
He's second now.
Well, he's got plenty of fuel to work with, so he can pretty much punch out qualifying laps from here on in and just try and pick up the best he can. He'll be squealing that he's misjudged his number.
Got 3 of the nicest men in second one having a great little battle down here from 8th spot.
Filthy's leading home the TO at the moment. TO might be getting a bit tired after just getting off his sick bed this week.
Yeah, he's got another race to go too, I think. So
Oh, he's doing double duties, is he?
I think he's doing double duties again tonight.
Oh, jeez.
Poor boy, he'll be having a really good tonight, I think.
He'll sleep well.
He's straight in the back of the bus. So he's having a look at this car. Close enough yet. So Brewski's managed to kick that gap to Magnet fourth as well.
He almost backed himself into that corner. He's, I thought, oh no, he's going to run off now, but yeah, no, he's pulled out one. He'll be happy with the podium if you can hang on to this. Stranger, have to be driver of the day.
I reckon so.
Pole position and got shuffled down the pack. Didn't panic. Had a good strategy, obviously. Did a good fuel save and come out in a solid second. Run a second to bad dock in this field is nothing to be ashamed of, that's for sure.
That's right, and he's got all the space in the world around him as well. No one's going to get any close to him, I think. 7 minutes to go. So Excalibur's managed to get around the grid for 6th spot.
Yep. That 11 one will be hoping they dice a little bit longer. So give him a chance to get away because Excalibur's car has got a lot better car under him. He's got plenty of fuel obviously and his tyres are probably at least 15% better off than the Malevolent one because he's obviously went for the undercut which worked. Now he's just got to see if he can hang on. And really, 6 minutes to go. What have we got? 4 laps to go. One thing to catch, another thing to pass.
That's true. 11 was a new recruit this season. Drafted from the Community Series, I believe. One of the newest drivers, one of the oldest drivers in the field. She's playing for a medal.
So he's going to be right on him by the time they go into here. Oh, he's Malevolent one got a loose going in there. And he's going to have a run on him here. No?
He's going to get a run at the time where he goes.
Yeah, a lot better tyres. So whether he can hang around the outside, then you've got the inside of the right. Now he's got to hold him out here.
Excalibur runs wide. That'll bring the
Brevs
to it as well.
That's all it takes. The Brevs not going to be able to get around there, so I think I'm better sneak up the inside here. No. So now Excalibur's got to do all the work again, catch back up, and have another crack.
I think the Brevs will have to stick around a bit more here. Oh, Excalibur lovely rears. Oh, don't be doing that, son. Brevs going to have a big look now.
If the Brevs just needs to get through these S's through in here, or he's lost a bit of room on the way in, but if you can hang with him through this bit, then you'll get the toe down into the NASCAR. But he's lost a bit of ground through those S's. Not sure he's going to be up close enough to have a look. Have to be a lunge. Excalibur's he covers anyway, so. And Malevolent one's loving this thing. Keep going, guys.
He's trying to run away anyway.
He's just trying to survive.
Alright, so he's managed to get the rider off. So those three have sort of fanned out a little bit as well. Good time off. This one here, though, Excalibur and the Brev.
And just up. Malevolent one. Yeah, so I was just about to say, he's just he's pulled Brewski back in, so.
Yeah.
And again, they're almost identical on tyres and fuel, those two, so it's really Oh, nice power slide. So those two are even on field, and Malevolent One's, it's going to be a three-way dice. Is he going to have to look up the inside? Oh, wasn't quite there, and so now it's cost him. Now he's going to be under the pump from Debrev. He's going to have cover again, so he's trying to attack and he's trying to defend. So it's the worst place to be in when you've got to defend the guy behind you and try and attack the guy in front of you.
He's doing a good job, though.
Absolutely. So as a Malevolent One, he's the one just to mind his own business, driving a line, trying to survive here. But he'll be coming up to NASCAR this time. Will be interesting because they're all over the shop. They're all over the shop. He's got him. He's already got to run up the inside. Nah, he's a bit too far back. Nah, too far back. So that's about as best as he's going to be able to get, I think, with his recovery. He'll still be feeling that he overfilled, but at least he's got back in the top 5, which is a good result in anyone's language.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe it's
Debrev up the inside of Malevolent One. He's really starting to struggle now. Got that done. He's got nothing to fight with. He really hasn't. The poor bugger's got no car left under him. So the battle for third is really where it's at. Oh, Pruski's outbraked himself. Oh, just hangs onto it. Just hangs onto it. I reckon that was so close to being a disaster.
The nice thing there and just went off a little bit as well.
So, and they've both actually got nothing left tyre-wise. They're both 50% plus tyres are gone. And I reckon they're not far off from hitting the red light either. So here we go. Brewski didn't cover them. Well, Brewski's got the left hand, got the inside for this first part of the S's. So he just needs to hold him out. In through there. The next one will be NASCAR down the bottom of this hill. Everybody else is pretty spaced out, so this is the dice. Oh, I shouldn't say that because Debrev's all over the back of Excalibur as well. They're side by side.
Excalibur's trying to squeeze him.
So Debrev's got a lot better car under him than Excalibur. Yep. So he's in the box seat if he can get it to stick in there. He's got a better car under him.
He's making that thing pretty wide on the moment as well.
Oh, he's up the inside.
Touch to the grass, real good
there.
a little bit of feather.
Oh, Brewski, hang on to it, son. Hang on to it.
Well done.
Oof.
Great little bit of car control there.
He's left himself vulnerable now.
Oh, Excalibur.
Oh no, you won't be happy, chappie. Oh, they got the checkered flag there too.
Oh wow. Ooh, that was really good up until the last half of that last lap. So the Ducks, Bad Ducks going to get a look at their lap on Stranger and Magnet. 20.3 seconds up the road from Stranger and Bad Ducks.
If you don't mind.
If you don't mind.
Stranger's only just going to get home on fuel. He's on fumes. So Lucky's got a 5-second gap. And don't worry, Magnet's no better off. So they'll both be limping home.
Alright, so down to NASCAR for the final time now. Dragon Edge Racing with Auto One on the side. Big Guns has got a lot of work to do tonight to keep up with his pace.
Yes, really good 2 points for racing now too.
Yeah.
Isn't that great for them? Isn't that Isn't that fantastic for them?
Yeah, no, it's great.
He says through gritted teeth. Nah, good on him.
Yeah, last corner now. Missed the Group A late race last week, and he's going to come through. He's going to dominate Group B. Bad Dog takes it away. 23 seconds up the road on the end for the Stranger, who looks like he's got 30 mile an hour.
Yeah, because he's out, almost out of fuel, if he's not out already.
So
And
he's out. Is he
he's out.
He's out.
Or just about. Now he is.
You can hear him coughing.
Now he is.
He's going to get there, mate.
He's got second.
Oh, that's
Well done.
perfect.
It's got to be driver of the day. Driver of the day for me, for the Stranger.
Third. And, wow. Geez, that last half of that last lap, though, for fourth spot. Ooh.
So, like I said, there were some different strategies there, and as it turned out, it was all brought it together at the end. All the numbers sort of come together at the end, so it was exciting. That last bit.
All right, so the unofficial results: Bad Dog finishing up on the top step of the podium with the Stranger in second and Magnet in third. Fourth was Excalibur. Fifth was the Brev. Sixth was Priestley. He won't be happy with that result. The Malevolent won a P7. Filthy and 8th. The Moth on his birthday at P9. Good Doc comes home 10th. Killer on the Loose comes home at 11th. The Crazy One finishes 12th. And Petey Poops pops on his first drop at CP, and the second one comes home in 13th spot. And of course, that Doc get the fastest lap of the race on lap 14 with a 155.071.
Well, come on, guys, in chat, give us your driver of the day. I've already put my head in the ring. I think the Stranger qualified pole, solid second. He obviously got his shield numbers absolutely right to the last drop. So that was, he was my driver of the day. It was a great effort. Looking through the chat, there's a few different guys there. Magnet, driver of the day. Bad Doc, driver of the day. Stranger, Debrev, Magnet, Stranger. So looks like a few people are agreeing that Stranger deserves the driver of the day. We'll see how that flashes out.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm going to give mine to the Stranger too. Good bag of points for Team 53 as well, so Pete will be happy about that.
Yeah, no, it was sort of a funny race. It sort of started off good. It sort of petered out in the middle bits, and everyone was sort of strung out, and then it all come together at the end. So, Prusky we spitting chips that he almost lost it there, and it cost him a good 2 or 3 spots, and it cost us a last lap dice between those two, which would have been interesting too. But he'll be filthy on that.
Yeah, it was, especially after starting that far up the field.
Womble changed his mind and decided to give the driver of the day to Womble, so nothing new there.
Who did he give it to start with?
Probably himself. Yeah, no, look, I agree with Ghost. Sorry. Yeah, I agree with Ghost too. Excalibur definitely worth a mention, an honourable mention, because of the way, unfortunately he stuffed up his fuel numbers, but he had, one of the best drives I've seen him do for a while. So that's a special mention to him as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He relished the fact that his good friend Mr. Womble wasn't on track record tonight. And those two can stay away from each other for the rest of the season. Might talk a little bit. Alright, so Supercup time. What have we got going on in here, Karen?
Well, good evening, everybody, and it's been absolute carnage here in the Supercup practices. Of course, there's about 5 or 6 different drivers at the very least that could take the top spot. First and foremost, of course, is V8. He's shown fantastic pace on the soft tyre. He has a track hoodoo here. The highest position, as I said before, he's finished is P11 here in his last 3 starts at Maggiore. So this is not a track that it agrees with. So Lightning Motorsport do have a little bit of hope here in their request for a rookie team's title, mind you. Race fans, probably the big surprise at the moment. He's been sort of mid-pack quite a lot of the season. He's right up there in terms of his race pace, and also wouldn't put it past Knuckles and D-Flow, the two from the Lucky's Lawn Care / Racing Cars Like Legends conglomerate. Both up and about at the moment. They've been cutting a lot of time on the medium tyre though, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Little bit of housekeeping as well, of course. So we do have a new debutant in Sector 1 for the Super Cup. We've got Ando 787, of course, from the Community Series. He will be debuting for Team 53 in place of NASCAR, who unfortunately won't be able to race for the rest of the season. So we wish Ando well in his Sector 1 journey. And secondly, we do have a couple of little grid changes as well. So the first one, DJ Brain, unfortunately for missing last week for you, Jim Bob, he will be starting at the back of the grid. So get that one there. And of course, Mountain Goat, unfortunately for the second time in 3 races, hasn't been able to make the test starts again. So he's falling behind in the Sector 1 Test Start Championship, and will take a 2 grid place penalty.
Thank you very much, Stickers.
No worries, thanks Jimmy, and good luck for the call. Hopefully it goes a bit smoother than one hit.
What's this groove? I'm not used to this groove you've left.
Yeah, just what you need.
Get it out of quarantine.
Yeah.
I'll wander down the pit lane and see what I can find down there.
Go and see how the boss going. I'm sure he's on his 3rd bike already.
I got the birthday cake and the candles and everything.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just don't step around the Ragged Edge pits, mate. They wouldn't even let me in from Deeds Racing, so they're being very, very secretive about what they've been able to do. Also checking on who's starting on what tyre, and it appears that every single driver in the field is starting on the mediums, which is very, very interesting indeed. No one's taking the risk of the soft tyre. So 14 magnificent cars tonight, of course. We do have the good doctor stepping in for the Black Light crew. Unfortunately, Black Project not able to make tonight's event.
Yeah,
Don't forget to smash that like button as well, guys.
I think he's got problems with his console, doesn't he? So he's waiting on a PS5 to roll.
Yeah, from what I heard, his PS4 Pro ended up sounding like a Lockheed SR71 Blackbird. And unfortunately, that's just what we have to deal with. So it's just gonna, we'll see him hopefully back on the grid for the next round.
Alright, so first cab off the rank tonight will be Superman and the blue and green beacon machine tonight, I believe that is.
Yep, the Wayfarer.
Some crazy spear. We got Knuckles in the Autodrome car for Lucky's Lawn Care Racing. We got the Deputant Ando 787 and I think it's the Alliance car for Team.
Yep, and make no mistake about it, he's Group A pace.
We got D-Flow, who unfortunately I think he missed the race last week because he was race 3, so he's free to qualify tonight, so he's pick 4 at the moment. We've got Lenocious in the Bacchus Brewing car for Dancing Racing. We've got the Goats and the second one, the Revolution Race Gear cars out tonight for Death Grip Racing. Jimmy Superfly's teammate, funnily enough, the second of the Ragged Edge Racing cars as they all jump into the pits.
Tell you what,
We'll see what Knuckles is up to.
Interesting strategy from Knuckles, actually. And Ando and D-Flow, a few of them have chosen to go out and stay on the medium tyre to set a banker lab.
Yeah.
Interesting. We didn't see that in Group A.
Alright, so we've got Cruz in the second of the chill out cars. We've got Ricky Bobby and the Tamar cars. The Rainbow Warrior, we'll call it, for Obsession Motorsport. Big Guns the second of the Auto 1 cars tonight. Expecting him somewhere up, if not at the front. We'll take a quick look at Jimmy Superfly here. He's in the white Death Racing Revolution race gears. Race fan in the F2T car for CK Motorsports. And then we've got Barry in the second of the Obsession Motorsport cars. We've got the Good Doc in 13th, and he's in the Rap Studio car this time. And rounding out the field of 14th is DJ Brain. He's on the outlap, so of course gets up there. Alright, back up the front. We'll have a look at Knuckles here. Ando's all over him too, so Ando's getting a nice little toe here. From the big auto bar machine.
Yeah, these guys just setting lap times on the mediums at the moment. Very, very interesting strategy. It's very difficult to get these laps underway. So with Maggiore, we saw, Zando comes into the pits and D-Flow's run right off into the wall.
We're a wide.
Oh.
He's a 55.6 isn't bad though, just quietly.
Yeah.
It's a
good lap.
But was on the mediums.
We saw the Group A guys getting 53s out of the soft tyre. There's a lot more time to find out on the track at the moment. Just trying to see who at the moment is just coming down to turn one. We might jump on with the Goat if you want, Jim Bob.
We'll jump on with the Goat. Where is he?
Just heading into turn one into Tiramisu, the little clip left. Yep.
Right, so I'm going to jump on board. It's all yours.
So coming through Ariette here, the little sister corner of Aria from Maggie West. Very famous corner, of course. Then we come into Checo, blind in Italian. Of course, the blind corner exit, very hard to see the apex there as we head into the Castellini Grande. As you see in the hills, the beautiful Northern Lakes region. And Goat is up at the moment, 4/10 of a second up. Oh, and that's the thing with this corner, you miss that apex, you got too much speed, you're going to understeer. As we come to the Essa del Lago. The Essence of the lake, of course. Flick it left. Hug the... Oh, no, he's pulled out of the lap.
Ooh.
Wow. So he was well and truly up then. Coming through Toscana now. Verging back onto the Maggiore West circuit. Big, long run down to the most famous corner in all of Sector 1. The most famous corner in all of Gran Turismo's original tracks. The fierce of NASCAR. Look at the high camber there. Entering down, take as much as that apex as you can, power straight out as we come up to Kerber Alpha now. You can understeer here and set yourself up into the wall if you're not careful and you've got too much speed. Cut a little bit of the apex there, hold it, run into corner Capo now, the double right-hander. It's a very tough track on understeer, this beautiful Lago Maggiore circuit. Get it into second gear as you exit. Beautiful exit there from Goat. And you come down to Corsa, the final bend. How brave do you want to be on the exit though? It's very easy to, once again to understeer. And that's a full lap of the Maggiore GP circuit. Let's go. He's going to do a 1 minute 56.6, of course, with that little bit of an issue coming out of the Castellini Grande.
Alright, so Race Fan is currently on top.
Oh, look at the gap though.
There's nothing in it.
1,000th of a second to Suit Lad, and then there's not even a 10th covering the top three at the moment. Jimmy Superfly is less than a 10th behind. Wow.
That's unreal. DJ's set of 58, of course, starting off the rear of the grid, so Good Doc's P5 at the moment. What's going on there?
Whoa, that's crazy.
Big ups to the Good Doc.
Great job so far.
But,
Just
Barry down to P8. He's on the lap at the moment. Might hang around for a little while.
I'll tell you who's the big surprise at the moment. V8 down in P12, cruising as well. P11. Ando's purple through the second sector, heading up the back straight towards NASCAR. He's only up by 100th.
Take a look here.
He's just been in another sim race as well. So he's definitely worn in, ready for tonight's event.
They're only going to get one more lap too, these guys, so...
Yeah, they're going to have to time it very, very carefully. It's hit or miss as to whether you cross the line. We've done a little bit of testing as Ando's over a 10th up. This could very well go to the top. this will send some shockwaves through the field, especially.
Oh yeah, 100%. Just trying to
Can he
find Troy's on an outlet too, so we'll finish here with Ando. We'll see how far the field gets.
Oh, little bit of understeer on the exit of Corsa there. Straight to the top with a 54.2.
Yes.
That's more like the times.
4/10 up road for Grace Fan.
Yeah, and this will be his final flyer here. Anyone crossing the line now is only going to get one lap to win it or bin it.
Very up to P5.
There's going to be a lot of moving and shaking up this field at the moment, though. Knuckles P6, you got Ricky Bobby P8, D-Flow P9, Lenocious Goat cruising V8. Those are guys you'd expect at the top half of the field.
Alright, so V8's just about to start his final hot lap, or his first one.
Yep,
So
just
we might
entering
stay-
Tiramisu.
We might stay on board with him here. We'll see how he gets on. The beautiful Auto 1 machine.
Tell you what, they need some points tonight. Actually, no, they don't, because they're winning the team's title.
They've already scored all the points.
This is just basically junk time for them at the moment. They've done a very, very strong round indeed. V8 comes down to the end of the first sector. He's at 2/10 up at the moment.
Much.
Just keeping my eyes on other drivers at the moment. Goat's up at the moment. He's setting a personal best. V8 at the moment is going to be very hard to top. Also, Race Fans purple at the moment. Oh boy, there's plenty of drama still to come.
So Troy's just about to hit the second sector, and he's up by nearly 4/10 now.
Oh dear God.
So he's
Race
just
Fan.
behind Race Fan. He's just coming into NASCAR. Race Fan's just come out. So we'll see
Yeah.
what his time's like at the third sector.
Just up Curva Alpha now. He's on a personal best. He set the fastest second sector of the qualifying so far. He's not going to be able to reach the slipstream of Knuckles at this rate.
Still keep an eye on V8 here. Still 3/10 up.
Oh, Ricky Bobby to the top.
Wow.
54 flat. What a lap. Where did that come from?
That's a great time for Ricky Bobby.
Gee whiz. D-Flow, P4.
Nice move from D-Flow.
There goes Lenocious up to P5 as well. Race Fans just dropped to P6.
Alright, here we go. Has he got a 53 in him? Not quite.
Oh!
Wow.
No way.
So Ricky
Oh.
Bobby. How's that,
What a-
Mr. Hips? Boy's going to start
What a
off
turn up.
top.
What a turn up for the books, Ricky Bobby. He's naturally strong here as well. What a qualifying. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, 100%. And Ando coming, starting third as well. So that's a great start from Ando for his first showing.
Tell you what, there was just under a second covering that top 10.
Knuckles managed to get into fourth too. We missed that.
I'll tell you what the big surprise is though, starting or qualifying, P12 was GOAT.
Yeah.
Oh, and he has a 2-place grid penalty. He will be starting from P13.
This is great.
Yeah, DJ will have to start last, unfortunately. But yeah, fire those picks in chat for your top 3. Will there be carnage through the first turn? Will there... And your surprise of the race, because there's so many picks that could win this one. And everyone is backed up nicely, so I will begin to set the field for everybody. Oh, what a qualifying.
Yeah, that was great. Oh, the boys are all out already too. Well done. So we'll just reset the grid here, guys. Where are we off to next week? We're off to
Sardinia.
Sardinia next week. I believe it's the C layer.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, I've done some laps here personally. It's such a fun track to drive. The downhill section going through the roller coaster and back up to the final corner, it's absolutely breathtaking through that section. You're doing 230 kilometers an hour, and it's just full balls to the wall. Somebody's going to be hitting the walls through there.
Good Dog jumps into chat. Fastest lap I've ever done. Still last.
No, you did a good job, Good Dog.
Yeah. He must be getting used to doing double stints by now too. So. Ghost chimes in there with Guns versus Bobby. This is old school as it is. Yeah, I still remember. I'm pretty sure it was Ricky Bobby that did that time at qualifying in the wet spa race. Just great. Everyone was a real clutch lap. I think it was one of the last guys to cross the line before the qualifying time ran down. Yeah, that was a great lap in the rain.
Yeah, that was phenomenal, and I didn't even get to catch a glimpse of it on the timesheets. He was definitely up in his personal best, but that must have been a phenomenal final sector to get it. Right, as I set the grid.
Nearly ready to go, guys. We've the stewards had a busy week as well.
Yes, they did.
After the Supercup race last week, of course, there's plenty going on in there. I did see a few long faces as I walked past the stewards office on the way up here this afternoon. The outcome, Morgan got a one race ban for the incidents, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct. His car is currently sitting in a transporter on its way to the finale in France as we speak.
And of course, for those that aren't aware, Brocky decided to hang up the helmet in Sector 1, off to pursue other endeavours. So we wish him all the best, and hopefully we get to see him around the traps again soon. So also going through a bit of a rough patch personally as well. Up there. So all the best, mate, and hopefully you come through the other side bigger and better.
That's correct, and of course we're not going to forget the impact he's left in Centre 1 on the track. The 6-time champion. There's no denying he's the greatest of all time, especially from a statistics standpoint. The championship that he won in the Hyundai, and that was probably one of the toughest he's ever won, especially in a car like that. And the perfect season he set in the GT3 Ferrari, especially the drive from 9th to 1st at St. Croix. That'll go down in history. It's just a phenomenal career he's left it behind. And Brocky, if you're watching or if you catch this on stream, mate, we're thinking of you. And hopefully we see you down the track soon back here at Sector 1. And good luck on your endeavours, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's get these guys started, I believe. So guys, 14 glorious cars here in Sector 1 for the Supercup Group B Challenge here at Lago Maggiore GP Circuit. One of the fastest flying circuits in all of Sector 1. And it's going to be a tight one from the start. Ricky Bobby from P1. An absolute shock to the system. V8 and P2. Can he break the hoodoo? And of course, Ando. Can he do what TJ once did in the for Team 53? Get that podium on debut.
Alright. Here we go. Lights on. 3 lights. 4 lights. 5 lights. We're on board with Ando. And the green. We're racing. And Ando gets a pretty good start. Pretty even from V8 and Ricky Bobby. V8's going to try and go around the outside. On the inside, so he'll probably get that spot. Ando's in there as well.
There's a little bit of bumping and grinding going on.
Oh
someone's got light! Cruising!
He's cruising, he's gone.
Oh, he caught it back though. That could have ended an absolute catastrophe as they enter into Checo.
Good duck and who's that? And is that Goat?
D-Flow.
DJ. D-Flow. Wow.
D-Flow's in last. Wow.
Maybe that was D-Flow that went off at turn 1.
Yeah, they were both very close. Was there contact between the two? Oh dear, oh dear.
Alright, so Big Guns is out to 7/10 already. Halfway through lap 1. Followed by Ricky Bobby in second. Ando in third. Marcus in fourth. And Onosis in fifth with Marcus' car. And he's just called himself a penalty too, so we'll stay away from him for the rest of the race.
Yeah, he caught too much of the inside of the Toscana. He's just pulling off to burn that penalty now as they head to the fearsome corner NASCAR.
A couple of guys did that in the challenge race as well on the first lap, so...
Tell you what, they've been very, very well behaved at the start of this race.
Geez, Ricky Bobby's caught right back up to Troy again. There's right on his real.
Oh. He's right behind him as they come into corner capo. Is he going to have a look? No, thinks better of it.
Knuckles is having a big look at Ando there as well.
Tell you what, Jimmy Superfly's in this. Don't rule him out either.
He started back into the top 10 too, so he's made up a lot of spots.
Oh, great start from the first lap for all these guys. No carnage whatsoever.
Race fan and Barry there down the 7th and 8th as well.
And on those on go.
Knuckles!
Watch here. Oh, Knuckles, what a pass! Great move. Oh, wait.
Knuckles tried knocking the Ando into the wall.
Yeah. Thought that was a great move, but then I just saw it. Oh, jeez. I'll tell you what, keep an eye on the GOAT though, because he is up on the move. He's up to P8, starting from P13. He goes wide.
Jeez, they take a lot of the other side of that curve, don't they?
Yeah, you can actually take a lot of the exit of Checo there, and you don't get penalised for it. With GT's penalty algorithms, they have changed now, and what used to be a 2-second penalty out the exit of Checo there is now not a penalty at all as they come through the SA del Lago.
Alright, so we'll keep an eye on V8 here. Still, Ricky Bobby's right with him. Ando's in there as well. Race fan runs a bit wide.
No, there was a little bit of contact. Nearly sent him into the wall. It's up to P6.
Jimmy Superfly behind.
It's very defensive on the exit of NASCAR there. Very great move.
Should made down to 10th. The Green Beacon machine.
I'll tell you who'd be really unhappy right now. The RCOO conglomerate, 13th and 14th, cruising to D-Flow.
Wow.
That is massive. Two high caliber drivers, especially the fact that they both like this Maggiore circuit. They're both down in the doldrums at the moment.
Tell you what, they've got the good top in front of them too with DJ Brain. Not making life easy for anyone down here. Who would have thought they were... Oh, Supermate's in already.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a bold strategy. I was about to say, whoa, it's only lap 2. So he's trying something completely and utterly different to anybody else.
Alright, so we've got RCLL on the left, and we've got Blacklight and CJ Esports on the left, on the right, sorry. The RCLL cars can't get out of 13th and 14th spot at the moment.
No, what's going on there? Is there any pace behind them? Yeah, that's really unusual.
When they had a shocking first turn, they both ended up last really in the first turn, didn't they? DJ managed to get around a good dock. Oh, he's run wide though. That could come with an invoice too. And D-Flow's managed to clean a lot of them.
Tell you what, the battle up the front's getting very juicy now though, because Ando is all over the rear of Ricky Bobby here.
Here he comes. Ando's going to have a look down here for sure.
I wonder if Ricky's just playing it safe at the moment, trying to make a fuel save.
Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes up the inside of NASCAR. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there.
Here
Ando's there as well. Oh.
These guys are getting pretty willy for lap 3.
Gee whiz, I'll tell you what, if they're not careful, Knuckles and the gang behind, Lenosius, Racefan and Superfly may very well... Oh, Ando! Surely not 3 wide into corner capo, it doesn't work.
Oh, So Ricky Bobby managed to get around him. Ando's still there.
Gee whiz, Knuckles is there now as well.
Wow, me.
They're fighting hard for the end of lap 3. Wow.
This could be an epic little race now if you're going to carry on like this. Let's have a look at the Super Lad. He's not that far down off the pace, really. It's only
Yeah.
9 seconds off the back of the good dog. So, would have only put tyres on.
Oh! Lenosius just went really wide on the entry into Tiramisu there, and now he's got a fight with Berry there. Oh, that could have gone very awkward. There's only 3 seconds covering the top 7 at the moment. The goat runs very wide on the exit of Checo. It doesn't get a penalty.
Alright, so Ricky Bobby now out in front for Obsession Motorsports.
Ando's going to have a look.
Big look at Big Guns here.
Tell you what, he's not afraid to mix it with the big boys of Sector 1. We know how quick Troy is.
Knuckles is just sitting there with the watching brief. He won't do anything silly, he'll just sit there.
They're not careful. Race fans going to end up joining this little gang. It's definitely in slipstream territory.
Will Troy go for the dive here? Will Ando go for the dive in this car? Oh, Knuckles is right there now too.
Wow.
Well, race fans managed to spot from the start too, isn't he? Just sitting down the top 10 as well.
Oh, look at this battle for the top 4. There's 1.2 seconds between the top 5. This is just phenomenal racing.
Oh, Troy runs wide. Here comes Ando. Right.
So difficult where to look at the moment. There's just so much action going on here at Lago Maggiore. So they run down to Corsa. Top 4. Got Ricky Bobby there for Obsession Motorsports. Got V8, of course, for the Ragged Edge Racing crew. Ando, Team 53, the debutant. Knuckles for Lucky's Lawn Care Racing, and of course,
Jimmy Superfly burning a penalty on the front straight too.
Yep, and Barry's gone past as well as Goat, so this gives the Goat another position.
So he's up to 6th from 13th. That's not a bad effort for 5 laps either, is it?
No, but he's using the car to get to where he is at the moment. He's got the worst rear tyres out of the top 6. He's definitely well placed on fuel though.
Yeah, he's not one to look after his tyres very well as the Goat.
Just on D-Flow watch at the moment as well with racing cars like Legends. They are now 10th and 11th. D-Flow just had the fastest lap of the race, but it's now Suitlad who's set a 1:54.6. He is down in P14 at the moment. He's 3 seconds behind the good doctor, but he's not really losing touch with the rest of the field. But he will have to work hard during this stint while he still can.
On the soft tyre too, of course.
Oh, there's a fight going on for P2, and Ando's going to have a big look up Toscana. There's a little bit of bumping and grinding.
There's
Knuckles
hope
is
Pete's
there.
tuning in tonight because these boys are putting on a show, aren't they? Here comes Knuckles, the race fan on the inside.
Oh, 4 wide. Are they going to go 4 wide? We've seen NASCAR do this for...
Right. I'll tell you what, Knuckles has scraped a couple of spots out of that.
And race cars fighting over with V8 at the moment. V8's the big loser at the moment with that move. We've seen 5 wide before going into NASCAR and it's ended beautifully there. We've just seen 4 wide, guys. Welcome to Sector 1 as race fan has a big look.
Oh, no, you can't be doing that.
Oh, yeah, he's backed out of it though, but it's going to check Troy up. Oh, a little bit more contact as well. No, and that's brought the Goat into it.
Yeah,
We've got a 6. We've got a 6-way fight for the lead at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your seats.
Meanwhile, Ricky Bobby's just sitting there, having a relax. He's got Ando all over him now, though, so stress levels will come up pretty quick.
How much action have we seen in 10 minutes of racing? This is phenomenal stuff. Lago Maggiore always brings out the best racing in Sector 1, of course.
Absolutely. Knuckles is up to 3rd.
I'll tell you who's got the best placed car at the moment, though, in terms of fuel and tyres, and it's an ominous sign for the rest of the field. It's Ando. He's just under 3/4, more towards the 2/3 area, where everyone else is already on 2/3. And in terms of tyre life, Ando's actually he's seriously got an advantage on tyre life compared to the likes of Knuckles and Ricky. V8 has clawed back past race fan up to P4.
Tell you what, the coach are on there with race fan too, isn't he? Doing in P6.
Yeah, and he's another one that's had a bit of a hoodoo as well. Of course, in the Ferraris, we saw him hit the wall while leading by 5 seconds. And then in the BMW M6s as well, he had a bit of a moment.
Oh, have a look at this, Barry and Superfly.
Oh, look at this at the entry into NASCAR there. And behind him as well, D-Flow's got past Lenocious.
So Cruison's had it off again too, because DJ's managed to get around him as well.
Wow. Tell you what, the battle up the front is starting to split apart a little bit here. Ando is losing Knuckles. Knuckles can't hang on. The gap is growing, which is putting pressure on Knuckles at the moment. V8 race fan and the kid behind. 2.1 seconds covering your top 6.
Tell you what, this little battle here for 7, 8, 9 and 10 is going to get a little bit spicy too.
Lead change happening at the moment. Ando's going to have a big look up the inside of Tiramisu on Ricky Bobby. Gets it done.
Nice job.
Oh, go! What a slide as he goes past Race Fan. Oh, Race Fan with a big wiggle. And then look at the background behind them, the Jimmy Superfly, Deep Learn and Nocious battle. Cruisin's a bit further behind, but he's going to catch these guys real quick if they're playing like this for keeps.
Alright, so Ando's going to lead him into the first straight. Let's see how he can go leading a pack.
Tell you what, this is danger signs for the rest of the field. If his tyres are as good as as we think they are, which they actually are, I'm just checking out the telemetry at the moment. His tyres are well and truly above the rest of the field at the moment. V8's fronts are still really, really good, but the rears are starting to sag a little bit. And Ando's the best on tyre life. Fuel, sorry.
Wow.
Oh, V8's got a penalty, half a second.
Too.
And this will give another spot to the go.
So the game's up to 4 now because he's got around Race Fan as well.
Oh, look at the three-way battle for NASCAR. Jimmy Superfly, Barry and D-Flow. Superfly's just outbraked himself.
Oh,
D-Flow's going to
touch.
contact.
Yeah, he did like that.
Jimmy's
Flashing too.
Gee whiz. That was a big dive.
Have a look at that actually. Let's have a look. Oh no, we missed it. Was not happy though. Big flash of the lights there from Jimmy.
That was a big, big move. Just outbraked himself. Barry had the right to go for it, but gee whiz.
So things are starting to sell. Someone else, the Goat's did it too.
Goat's in.
Ooh.
So that's a bit of, he's coming early, so he might be favouring the 2-stop at the moment. That is 2-stop territory, it's a big risk. In clean air, he might be able to just start taking advantage of those soft tyres. Suit Lad has caught onto the back of the main pack as well on that alternate strategy, but he's definitely used a lot of the soft tyre to get there.
Yeah, he's up to 12 too. Has the good doctor stopped as well?
The good doctor hasn't stopped yet, no.
So he's heading off somewhere too.
No. So, new cabin air filters in for the Rap Studio Blacklight Motorsport entry tonight. Good doc, of course, recovering from the spicy cough.
Superman on DJ for 11th. DJ just let him go.
Yeah, the softs are starting to even out a bit for Suit Lad here.
So Cruisin hasn't made any time at all. He's still down there in 10th. We've got Jimmy Superfly in 9th. Nocious in 8th. I reckon Jimmy will have another look at him here.
Big move for P4 at the moment. V8 race fan into NASCAR. V8 breaks in. Gets it turning, gets it done. Orbit race fan's going to look. He's got the run up too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, if you take that offensive line into NASCAR, really compensate, you just lose a lot of momentum heading up to Curva Alpha and Corner Capo there, and you can lose all the work that you've put in. So V8 will just have to knuckle down and get it done again.
Correct, Nick. Hando is in the Alliance car.
The line
There it is
similarly.
there. Team 53.
Oh, I tell you what, Suit Lad's actually just making a move on Cruising at the moment. Makes P10. Jimmy Superfly pits.
I tell you what, Ando's got a second on Ricky Bobby here too.
Yeah, that's danger signs for the rest of the field at the moment.
Where did this guy come from? Gee whiz.
Straight from the Community Series, and he definitely more than held his own. He raced with the likes of Rocky. Very, very quick, I must say. They found themselves a cute little gem here at Team 53.
Absolutely. So race fans still got big guns all over him.
And
Deflo's on this now too.
What a comeback from D-Flow, especially where they were at the end of lap 3. And there's a big gap back from D-Flow to Berry, who's got Lenocious all over his rear end. Suit Lad coming at them both.
Well. Tell you what, he's making some serious time up on those soft tyres though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Always
and
pushing.
the big thing about it is everyone else is struggling on a medium at the moment. He will have to pit again, but he could very well pit and put the soft on again.
Yeah, well, he's entitled to, isn't he? Because he started on
Yeah.
the medium, so...
That early part of the stint when he was on the fresh softs against all the medium runners may very well just all Lenocious running wide there, but that may very well make a big difference to Suit Lad's result at the moment, because he is in P7 against people that are struggling on worn mediums, and this is where the times will really go. Oh, Perry just clips the wall heading into the Curve Alpha there, and he's going to lose out to Lenocious. Or maybe not. Great defending. Interesting little strategy though from Suit Lad, that's for sure. That's a completely different thing to anything we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, D-Flow's in.
Who else pits in at the moment? No one's pitted.
D-Flow's trying to get the undercut on these guys. I reckon that's why he's in a little bit, a couple of minutes early, probably a lap early than what everyone else is trying to do.
D-Flow's just exiting the pits now.
Alright, so down here, 7th spot, Barry in the Obsession car. Got Cruising behind it. As the GOAT makes a move on DJ there for 9th spot.
On that alternate strategy, he's just set the fastest lap of the race last lap too, a 54.4.
Yeah, that's flying, isn't it? I dare say,
what, this is-
did he put any fuel in that car?
In
Goat's
Goat's
car?
car? Yes, they have. They've he's got just over a third of a tank at the moment, so he's definitely two-stopping.
Alright, so Ando's out to 2.1 seconds in front of Ricky Bobby.
Ooh, ominous signs indeed.
But Ricky Bobby's got a good couple of seconds on Knuckles in third too, 2.5 in fact, so the top two are really starting to make their presence known tonight.
Yeah, Knuckles and Race Fan are really suffering in the fuel department at the moment. They're both heading towards a quarter of a tank. V8 is doing very, very well in terms of his fuel. He's just under half a tank. Ando is on a third of a tank at the moment. Ricky Bobby as well.
So Ando, in theory, could probably go another couple of laps here, couldn't he?
Yeah, but the problem is, it depends on what lap you pit, because if the more you stay on these worn tyres, the more they'll affect you. We
Knuckles
saw
is
last
in.
week, yep, there goes Knuckles, and we saw last week with Artie, for example, he pitted on lap 10, and then there were a couple of other runners that pitted lap 11. Artie had the better fuel save and made 3 or 4 seconds on his opponents around him.
So keep an eye on Knuckles and Race Fan, we'll see where they come out. And yeah, Lucky's long here crew going to work.
That's Knuckles moving.
Got
So he-
Fanatec on the rear wing too, that was a nice pickup by those guys.
Yeah, Fanatec joining the Lucky's Lawn Care conglomerate. Massive coup for them guys. Of course, I reckon at least half the field of Sector 1 run Fanatec hardware at the moment.
Yeah, if you put close, I would have thought.
Yep, both of us included.
So Ando's 2.5 seconds up the road now.
Yeah, the big one at the moment to keep an eye on would be Knuckles, especially with that undercut. Ando and Ricky are on the warm mediums. Knuckles is on fresh softs. I don't want to run too long. They will have fresher tyres. They will be on fresher tyres towards the end of the race, which will really benefit them, but I don't know.
Knuckles is pretty quick and consistent, so you wouldn't want to hang out too long with doing the times they'll be doing, because Knuckles will be a couple of seconds faster than them for probably 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, and I'm just keeping an eye on D-Flo at the moment here too, because he was behind Knuckles and now is in front, and he's in front by about 3 seconds. Knuckles has put on more fuel. D-Flo pitted on lap 9, whereas Knuckles has just pitted at the end of lap 10.
So Knuckles has got Superfly in front of him as well.
And Superfly has pitted, but he pitted on lap 8.
V8's in.
Wow, Ando goes round again.
He must be doing some pretty consistent lap times to hang out that long.
Well, he did a 57.2 last lap on lap 11, and he's done a 56.7 before that. In response, Goat has done 54.6, 54.6, 54.4, the fastest lap of the race in his last 3 laps. The time is coming down quite significantly. This might work to D-Flo's benefit, who pitted on lap 9, and he would have taken about 5 or 6 seconds out of Ando. Oh, look at the battle behind Jimmy Superfly. Knuckles has contact. Hit the. Oh, wow. And Ricky Bobby's going to have a big look at this.
Oh, my God. Superfly's
Jimmy's
gone.
Oh, no.
All right, let's have a look. No, we missed it again.
Oh, so Jimmy Superfly and Knuckles just made contact. Knuckles went up for a move into the corner entry of Checo there. They made contact, and then Ricky thought he'd have a look. 3 into 1 on the exit of Checo. It doesn't work. And oh no! Jimmy's gone as well.
Oh, that does not look good.
No, massive engine failure by the looks of it. It's just anti-stall couldn't kick in, and that's him gone. Dear oh dear. The race has gone off.
Absolutely, and there's still 16 minutes to go.
I'll tell you what, that battle's going to be very willing now between Ricky Bobby and Knuckles.
Alright, so keeping an eye on Ando here. Does he come in?
He's got to. He's got no choice. He's suffering on tyres. But he is going to have such a fresh car for the run home. Goat will have to pit again. There's no way he can make that make it home on a quarter of a tank with 16 minutes. No way.
No.
Needs fuel bank can calculate that.
He'll put fresh boots on while he's in there too, so he might make up a little bit of time.
He might just plop on behind Ricky Bobby and Knuckles here as Ando comes out of the pits.
Right,
He's come out in front of Ricky Bobby and Knuckles. Oh, Ricky Bobby, he's got to have these two have got to fight for this because Ando will waltz away otherwise. Oh, Ricky, a little bit wide. They enter Ariette.
So how many laps older are the tyres on the Ricky and Knuckles' cars?
So Knuckles, Ricky Bobby and Knuckles both pitted. Well, Knuckles pitted on the at lap 10. Ricky pitted at the end of lap 11. Ando's pitted at the end of lap 12. Not much difference between Ricky and Ando at the moment, but Knuckles is the one that's going to suffer the most. They don't want Ando to get away, but he's already out of slipstream range. I think these two fighting with Superfly has really cost them against Ando. But at the moment, tell you what,
Troy's still in the hunt a little bit there. He's got a little bit of time to make up to the top 3, but should get in there.
yeah, and if those two in front start battling more, V8's half a chance of snagging himself possible podium at the moment because Berry and the Goat have to pit. D-Flo's the one that's in control of this race at the moment, and I can't believe I'm saying that considering where he was.
There's the P3. There he is. He's got no one around him either.
Yeah, but he's got Ando on fresh tyres directly behind him, and D-Flo's already worn into those tyres a little bit. He pitted at the end of lap 9, So Ando's got 4 laps fresher tyres. Berry pits.
Berry's in. It's a big drive from Berry on those mediums.
Yeah, massive drive indeed. He's gonna pop out now, just seeing where he's gonna pop.
So Deflo's managed. Deflo's in front of Ando. Wow.
Yeah, so the undercut coupled with the fuel save that Deflo had, because he did do quite a little bit of fuel saving on his little travels, has really paid in his favour, but he's going to have to defend like hell in a couple of laps' time. 54 flat for Ando on his out lap. Deflo did a 55.3.
Jeez, have a look at the fastest lap that V8's set to 54.1. That's qualifying pace, that is.
Yeah, that'd spank at least half the Group A field for quali, that's for sure. That's phenomenal pace from the Ragged Edge Porsche at the moment. Touchwood, he's doing a great job.
Down there at P6.
And he's actually cut a second out of Knuckles as well. He's done that over the last 2 laps. Knuckles did a 54.6 and a 55.5 the last 2 laps. V8's done 54.4 and a 54.1, setting that fastest lap of the race, of course, last lap. V8 is not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. Well and truly on the hunt for a podium.
Got Lenocious and Supercup in 9th. Has he stopped once or twice?
So, Suitlab has stopped twice now.
Wow, so this is for 4th position.
Yeah, that was a very bold strategy.
Alright, so Goat's in.
Yep, in comes the Goat on absolute rags. According to Dean Spielman.
Comes out. I reckon Superman will have a look at Lenocious here too. On the 1 into 1.
Tell you what, the gap between D-Flow and Ando is really, really closed up as well. It's 1 second now.
Alright, so the Goat comes out right in the middle of this battle here between Lenocious and Suitland. Right in the middle of it.
He's going to have by far and away the freshest car in the field. And if he can really start making some hay while the sun shines on Lenocious and Race Fan, he could really catch into this battle with V8.
Well, he's only 10 seconds off D-Flow in the lead, so...
Yeah, and the thing that's going to happen here, we know D-Flow is a master defender. I can tell you from experience right now, he is not the easiest bloke in the field to battle against. And Ando's going to find out firsthand what our inaugural BMW M3 Challenge champion is like.
But I'll tell you what, Ando's chunking time out of him though, isn't he?
Yeah, look at that fastest lap, 53.8. That's phenomenal pace. Ricky Bobby and P3 as well. If those two guys start battling in front, Ricky's half a shout of getting there. That will bring Knuckles and V8 into the mix. If Goat actually passes Race Fan and starts chewing time out of these guys, we could see a 6-way battle.
So Ando's definitely catching D-Flow here.
Yeah, there was a 1.2 second swing in the last lap. That fastest lap Ando set, D-Flow set a 55.0. Tyres are really starting to hurt on D-Flow's car. He's going defensive now. Is Ando going to have a look? Thinks better of it. Tell you what, been a very clean race by these guys tonight.
Probably have a look from Grande, I reckon.
Ando, I don't know if it's a matter of if or when for Ando at this stage. He's by far got the freshest car too. And he's actually way better on fuel. D-Flow is just over a quarter of a tank. 10 minutes on a quarter of a tank.
Oh, that's dicey.
Yeah, that's touch and go, that is. He's short shifting already and Ando's pushing. There's going to be a big look up here at NASCAR. He gets the run out of Toscana. He does.
Here he goes. He'll go for the big look into NASCAR.
Tell you what, he's got
Here
the
he
run up.
comes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think he had quite the run he would have liked.
He'll get it done anyway.
Oh, makes it up the inside. Yeah, the D-Flow can't answer that. That's Ando. Straight through. D-Flow could tack on here and make a move up the inside of corner capo, but he hasn't got the tyre to fight.
I tell you what, Troy's caught all the way up to the back of Knuckles too, down to 4th spot.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised here if Troy decides to throw a few haymakers at his old sparring partner. And the GOAT's starting to chew into race fan as well. He's absolutely made a lot of ground on Suitlad and Planocious. Just gone straight past them. Wonder what's going to happen though with Ricky Bobby. Do you feel he's just going to try and catch up, or do you reckon he's just going to sit there and go, you know what, third's a great spot?
Oh, comment of the day from the Bad Dog.
Oh no!
Oh, no comment.
That's
Well done.
Yeah, all I'm going to say to that is fatality.
Alright, so Ando's he's put nearly a second on D-Flow already.
Yeah, I think we can. I reckon we can put one hand on that race for tonight for Ando at the moment, unless something big happens. D-Flow's just hit a quarter of a tank now.
Ricky Bobby's done well though, down there in P3. You'll be happy with that.
Yeah, Ricky's actually better on tyres and fuel. D-Flow.
Oh, Troy's got around Knuckles too. We missed
He
that.
has.
He's got around them.
Must have made up the move in the inside of Castellini Grande there. And Goat's past race fan as well.
So it's all gone off here with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. I don't think Knuckles will have a look. Unless he really has to.
No, I don't think so. He might just tack onto the back, but P8's tyres are quite a bit better at the moment. Not as good as Ando's, definitely not as good as Goat's.
So soon that's 8th spot, that's a genuine 8th spot, so that's, you can call that a real good strategy call. I think it's about where he started too, so.
Yeah, and the thing is early on, like at the end of the first lap, pitting and only being about 10 seconds behind the pack when they were still tight together, goes onto a soft against the mediums, and he's made it work.
Yeah,
It's a very bold strategy, very bold. It's a very attacking strategy, but he's made it work for P8.
we've got race fan down in P7.
Yeah.
Quiet second half of the race for the red machine there.
Tell you what, fantastic looking car that is. It really is.
Yeah, this is a good looking car, nice and simple. We've got DJ who's fighting hard for little Notions for 9th spot.
Yeah, Lenocious has got no front tyre whatsoever at the moment.
Yeah,
He's making a
looks
look
like
up.
it too.
Oh.
So there's a nice little battle there. And then we've got Barry down in the 11th spot, the second of the Obsession cars. We've got Cruz and never really recovered from that first lap. Bingo at turn 1. And then
He'll be
12th spot.
He'll be filthy. Yeah, he'll be filthy about tonight because he had wheel issues as well before the race and didn't have full throttle. And this is a track he really does love as well, which is very, very strange that he's having a bit of a shocker tonight.
And then we've got the good doctor hanging in there, doing double duty tonight, recovering from the spicy cough down there in 14th. So I don't think he'll get late tonight, so I think he'll be happy with that.
So back up the front, Ando is up by 3.4, but the gap between D-Flow and Ricky Bobby has closed right up.
Look at that, it's nothing.
And not only that, Goat has caught Knuckles. Knuckles is in serious trouble here of being passed by Goat, who's got absolutely fresher tyres.
Oh yeah, look at him. So much more pace into that last corner. Troy's catching up to the back of Ricky Bobby there too, so that could be a three-way fight for second.
Well, Oh, Knuckles has gone wide. Goat's going to go round the outside of Tiramisu.
That'll give him the inside for the next one. Knuckles is just going to let him go.
Bought 2 trailer park girls go around the outside and got it done.
That's right. I don't think he'll have as much of an easy time the next car that's available.
Yeah, and I think, speaking of time, I think D-Flow's running out of time at the moment because Ricky Bobby definitely all over him. Troy's catching right up here too, so I wouldn't be surprised if Ricky tries to make up a move on the inside of NASCAR here.
Is D-Flow in field trouble?
He's under a quarter of a tank at the moment, so he should get home. He's really looked after the fuel. He's come back to him. Actually, I was looking at Ricky Bobby, sorry. D-Flow at the moment is, he's on an 1/8 of a tank. He's going to defend. Well, the fuel light hasn't come on just yet for him. But it's dicey. And V8's caught up to this, and look who's just sneaking in as well.
Yeah, Coates coming.
And he's coming quick. He's tearing a second a lap out of these guys. Oh, Ricky's going to have a big look. He shows the nose Craig Lowndes style at corner capo. Oh, this is a big critical moment here for Ricky if he wants P2 because he's got V8 behind him who is faster. But they've got the sleeping giant behind them both in go.
Yeah, I think Goat might run out of time here though. There's probably only 2 laps to go.
Well, just looking at the lap times, Rocks wrap 56.6 for D-Flow, 56.5 for Ricky, 55.8 for V8, 55.1 for the kid.
That's our fastest lap from Mando, 53.8. That's a real.
Yeah, that's sickening. Oh, I tell you what though, Goat might have time on his side because he is tearing chunks out of these guys at the moment. Half a second just in 3 corners alone. D-Flow on the defensive at the moment.
Covering.
Ricky's going to have a big look.
Here comes Troy as well.
Oh, they're going into Castellini Grande. Little bit of a tap from Ricky Bobby, but he can't get it done. Troy's there as well. They're going to have a look at this Del Lago. Oh, and the Goat's there with them. This is a 4-way fight for 2 podium positions. Oh, D-Flow's just sliding all over the place at the moment.
The Goat will have the whole lot of them, I reckon. He'll send it.
This will be Christmas come true for Goat if he can get it done. Look at this. They're going to go 3 wide. They're fighting 4 cars going into
Ricky
NASCAR.
Bobby.
Oh, Goat up the inside of D-Flow and V8. Yeah, D-Flow's going to argue this.
V8.
Oh, a little bit of contact with the Goat.
Doesn't work there, guys.
Oh, that was close. Goat's got so much more grip. Oh, the little bit of contact that's taking D-Flow off. D-Flow's gone.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's managed to save it. But there was contact there. That's going to be looked at.
Oh, there's some feeling in that one for sure.
Oh, no. D-Flow's on the fuel light as well. I'll tell you what, Ricky's... I'll tell you what, Ricky is definitely in trouble though. Goat's definitely used the tyre. He's definitely used the fuel as well, but he's going to go up the inside of Tiramisu. Can he make it? And he's going to get up the inside. He's got it done.
Oh, I think there'll be an asterisk on that one though.
Yeah, there was just contact on the very apex of Curva Alpha there, and it's just sent D-Flow understeering. He didn't have good tyres anyway, but even so, the contacts definitely drilled him into the wall.
Meanwhile, 8.1 seconds up the road, oblivious to everything that's going on behind him. Our second debutant of the night, Ando, has just absolutely shown everybody that he was a class act. Came through the field, has great pace on the mediums. And once he got on the lead, there was really no way he was going to get headed again. So
yeah,
down the hill to NASCAR now.
Just looking back down the field a little bit, I'll tell you what, Suplat may very well just get race fan here, and if he gets race fan, that's a bold strategy that's really paid off.
I think he will get it. He's right underneath his rear wing as they come into NASCAR.
Tell you what though, if they went another lap, Ando would have run out of fuel because he's on the smell of an oily rag right now as he comes through corner Capo. This is alarm bells for the rest of Group B and especially for the rest of Group A in the future as well, because this guy will be a main game player next season. Comes around Corsa. And he's absolutely shown the field what he can do from the Community Series to Group B. Ando gets it done at Maggiore. P2 and my drive of the day. He's broken his hoodoo. It's the Mountain Goat. P2, Ricky Bobby and P3 as well. V8 gets fourth.
D-Flow 5, Max 6. Race Fan just edges out Suit Lad for 7th. DJ will finish 9th. Mary is out of fuel in 10th. And he hits the wall just for good measure. Lanocious will come home in 11th. Cruz will come home in 12th. He will not be happy about that. And the good Doc finishes up 13th spot. And of course, Jimmy Superfly did not finish.
No, but congratulations to Ando. What a phenomenal race.
Absolutely. I see he's a Chuck fan from Cars as well. Nice work, mate.
Didn't have time to change into the suit, unfortunately, so we'll forgive him for that one this time. Woo, what a race!
Boy, I tell you what, there was some. There was a little bit of questionable stuff going on in there, but I think we'll leave that to the guys next door as if they haven't had enough on their plate this week. Driver of the day, guys. The Muffin Man said it has to be between Ando and Goats. The Good Doc says, yay, not last. Absolutely, mate. Well done. Motorsport football, by the way, is NASCAR, so hope you're happy with that, son.
He'll be sipping on one of those. He'll be sipping on one of those Dayton Blood Oranges that he loves so much.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Does love his weird beers too.
Womble says well done, Ando. Who else have we got? Carbon Boy, even though I hope Ricky Bobby passes in. I'm gonna driver of the day for D-Flow, driver of the day for Ricky Bobby. I'm gonna give more. I think I'll give my driver of the day to. I think I'll give it to D-Flow today. I think. To drive through from where he was, and especially after his little altercation on the first lap, did well to come back.
Yeah. I think it's tight because you've got Ando who debuted and he just class act. 8 seconds in this calibre of field is an enormous gap. Goat, of course, starting P13 and making all the way up to P2. That qualifying, I really hurt him. I probably will give mine. I'm going to go left field with this. I'm going to give it to Suit Lad because to pick a completely different strategy altogether and to have it worth, and to get to 8th especially, considering what he did, it's a really strong drive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Pitting on lap 1, that's bold. I don't know if that was quite in the strategy book down there at Red Mist Racing, but I mean, hey, he made it work, so good on him.
And the thing with Red Mist is they like a little bit of flair. We'll give him that.
That's right. Stickers around still. Still gallivanting down the Aussie.
Now I'm back. I just filled myself full of Christmas birthday cake, so it was very nice. Thank you very much.
Oh, what flavour?
It's just that lovely better crocker icing. Very nice.
Yes.
I was running down a Woolies mud cake.
Did you manage to catch any of that while you were gorging, or you sort of missed a little bit?
No, it was a crackerjack race. Good call and good too, guys. It was there was plenty going on. Again, some interesting strategies, and Ando does look like a class act to be able to run that sort of pace and look after the car to the point that he did was pretty impressive. But the Goat with a bit of an asterisk next to it, I think did very well to get back up there. Just because the Cup might have to visit the steward's room on the way back. But I other than that. But
I dare say his teammate will be in there with him as well as the team owner. So if you're looking for some Revolution race gear, it's next door at the steward's office.
But still a great tussle to come from that far back after not filling up enough when we had to go back in. So that was impressive too. But good racing, guys. Good racing. Good calling.
Yeah, no, it's sort of did its little thing there in the middle where it got a little bit stagnant, and then everybody caught up to each other again, and it was all on.
We've had some comments in the chat as well. So VF said driver of the day goat. Wobble has said driver of the day suit lad and driver of the day suit lad. Oh, and driver of the day suit lad. That's 4 driver of the days for suit lad. So apparently suit lad's getting driver of the day.
Carbon. that'll get 6 points for comment of the day. Carbon what?
Yeah. So we better look forward to the next round, of course. Sardinia
Sprint round.
Yeah.
Sprint round.
Crap, is it?
Yep.
No.
So I'll tell you what, I think we might have found just a more fearsome corner than NASCAR, and that's the final corner of Sardinia Sea. Or if there's not fireworks there.
Yeah, dive bomb city. There's 4 lines going in and 3 lines coming out, and yeah, it's going to be very interesting to sort of see how everyone tackles that.
Yeah,
might be a few in the paint shop after next weekend, but we'll see.
And it's going to be a straight dogfight as well, with Rocky departing and Morgan serving that 1 race ban. It's going to be a straight 3-way dogfight between TX3, Corgi, and Kiwi Raikkonen. And TX3 is ahead on the Drivers' Championship at the moment. He's got it all to do against these 2 fantastic drivers in Corgi and Kiwi.
Yeah, I think if TX3 can find someone that can work with him, I think that'll be a huge benefit to him, because once those other 2 get together, they're basically unstoppable. So if he can find somebody to work with, which was what he was trying to do last week, trying to work with Brocky there to catch those other 2, but fortunately that didn't come to fruition. But if he can find someone, then I think it'll be very even.
Yeah. Strategy will be interesting next week as well, because fuel's not an issue. That you don't have to worry about fuel on your 1 pit stop. You do have to stop for tyres, but it's a bit of an undercut, even though it's a short lap. Undercut will be quite effective, so I'll be interested to see who's going to blink first.
Oh, I don't know about the fuel situation. You're speaking to the TOD.
Nah, even you guys couldn't run out of fuel next week, I tell you. You're right. Even you guys couldn't stuff it up.
Oh, we'll find a way.
Alright, so starting next week, Group A, we'll be light 1 car for the Supercup and the Challenge boys. They'll be in there as well. I haven't even had a lap at Saudi yet, so I'm going to be a busy boy this week by the looks of it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, if you don't like understeer, you're going to struggle. It's a brutal sprint track, and I tell you what, it's a lot of fun though.
It was good fun.
Very good.
And
well, that's good. Yeah, not bad racing. It was a good night. Congrats to Team 53. Solid points for those guys for over the 2 races. They had a great night out. So well done to NASCAR and his team to pull in a huge lot of points. And it was looking forward to the sprint round next week.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's going to be a phenomenal round to watch, especially with the 2 titles on the line as well, with Eva Levo leading the way in the challenge title and TX3 holding against the FSR boys. Anything can happen, and I reckon it's going to be the spicy meatball of the season.
Yep. Well, we got 2 to go. So we've got 2 to go. We've got a sprint and a enduro to go. So the best 2 opposites to go, and it'll be interesting to see how we all plays out after that.
Yep, and we've just landed one of the Deeds cars over at Lasaf at the moment too.
Is it the same colour as last week?
Yes, we're going to keep the pink. We're not changing for the rest of the season.
Excellent. Shane will be wrapped.
Sorry, Shane.
Yes, and absolutely, Marcus, you do get comment of the day by 150 million points. So congratulations, mate. And with that, before I get myself into any more trouble, I think we'll leave it there. Troy will join me in the box next weekend, I believe. And should be a good round of racing at Sardi B. So good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next week. Good night.